Sairam students, welcome once again to yet another lecture of English grammar. Today we are going to continue with determiners part 3. So let us quickly revise. Determiners, as we learned in the earlier class, refers to a grammatical form which is used to indicate further information about a noun. Okay, it modifies a noun. They are commonly placed before a noun or a noun phrase in order to indicate whether the speaker is referring to a specific thing or to something of a particular kind. So what is a determiner? Determiner is basically a grammatical form which is used to indicate more information about a noun. And determiner include articles, demonstratives, cardinal, ordinal, okay, quantifiers. So these are the various determiners. In the previous lecture, we learnt about articles and demonstratives. Now the remaining determiners we will cover in this lecture. So let's get started. The next determiner that we are going to learn today is possessives. Now let me tell you students, possessive determiners. In English grammar, a possessive determiner is a type of function word which is mainly used in front of a noun to express possession or belonging. Okay, as in my phone, my book. So the possessive determiners in English are my, your, his, her. Okay, so all this thing which shows a kind of possessiveness are known as possessive determiners. Okay, now look at this example. He is my uncle. So the determiner used in this sentence is my. Our neighbor is a rich man. Our. Your daughter is beautiful. Your. What is her age? Her. What is his name? His. So all these are determiners because they show possession. The possessives are used to show possession. Alright. So let me check your knowledge. Possessive determiners is nothing but a function word which is used in front of a noun to express possession or belonging. And possessive determiners are my, your, his, her, its. Okay. So now based on this, let us complete this exercise. He took my car to visit his grandparents. The Gupta family liked bragging about their new home. National flag is our pride and must be respected under all situations. The progress of a nation depends on its people. She wanted to visit her parents during the vacations. Do you mind if I ask for your bike for a day? I sprained my ankle while playing. So these are sentences which we use in our daily life. Okay, so in every sentences or in most of the sentences we use possessive determiners in order to show possessiveness. Now let us move towards the next determiner. Ordinal determiners. You might have heard of these words, ordinal numbers, cardinal numbers. Okay, we use them mainly to put things in an order. We most commonly use ordinal numbers as determiners. Okay, when we use ordinal number as determiners before noun, we commonly use other determiners such as articles, a and the, and possessives, my, your in front of them. Okay, so do remember, when we use ordinal determiners, we commonly use other determiners such as articles a and the, and possessives my, your, etc. in front of them. Alright, now let me give you an example. This was the fifth exam of science that he had failed. Okay, so that means we are using a article. We are using an article over here. Now let me explain this once again to you. Numbers such as first, second, third are ordinal numbers. We mainly use them to put things in an order. And we most commonly use ordinal numbers as determiners. Now, these ordinal numbers, they show what position something has in a series, whether it is first, whether it stands fifth, second, third. Like in this example, he is the first boy who has joined this school. So here, ordinal determiner first is used. I shall meet him the next week. Okay, so here again, next is the ordinal determiner used. You may have seen, students, you might have noticed over here that we also use another determiner, article. While we place article before the ordinal determiner. Like in both the examples, we have used the. Similarly, in the next example, he is the last man to help you. Last is the ordinal determiner, and we have also used other determiner, that is article. Okay, we have used the before the ordinal determiner. I hope students it is clear with you what are ordinal determiners. So when we use ordinal determiners, ordinal numbers as determiners before nouns, we commonly use other determiners such as articles a and the and possessives my, your in front of them. So now let's move ahead and start with the next determiner, cardinal determiners. Now students, numbers such as 1, 5, 11, 200, 500, they are cardinal numbers. Okay, we most commonly use cardinal number as determiners before noun. Now, numbers are one kind of determiners. In terms of meaning, numbers are similar to quantifier determiners. Okay, they are similar to them, but most grammarians, they treat them separately. Okay, and so do we. Now, these cardinals, okay, they are ordinary numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. They show how many of something is there. Okay, how many of something there are. So there were only 2 boys in the class. There were only 5 pens. There were only 5 pens kept on the table. She lived for 80 years. She has 2 daughters. I met 3 young men at the station. He balanced himself on 1 foot. So in each of this example, we can see we have used cardinal numbers such as 80, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so these numbers are also one kind of determiners. Okay. Now the next determiner is quantifiers. Now let me tell you about quantifiers. Quantifiers are also determiners which modify a noun to indicate its quantity. Okay, it indicates its quantity. Now the words which are commonly used as determiners, quantifiers we can say, which are used as quantifiers are much, some, several, a lot, both, all, etc. So quantifiers refer to the quantity of things or amount of thing. Okay. Now let us look at this example. There were some people at the airport. Okay. So if you see here, some is the quantifier used. Plenty of people would like to have your job. They didn't make much progress. There is no milk in the bottle. There is enough powder in the can. I have forgotten some of the details. So all these examples listed over here are in each of these examples we have quantifiers like much, some, all, little. Okay. So quantifiers state precisely or suggest approximately the amount or the number of a noun. Okay. Now the next determiner, distributive determiners. Okay. Now let us see what is this distributive determiner. Distributive determiners is nothing but, it refers to a group or individual members of the group. They reveal more about how people or things are distributed, shared, or divided. So there are certain determiners which indicate or which help us understand how people or things are distributed, shared, or divided. Like in these examples, both countries need to discuss the issues and find a solution. So here if we see, both is the distributive determiner used. All pet dogs need plenty of attention. Half the people decided not to vote. Neither house is suitable for our needs. We can eat at either 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So students, basically distributive determiners refer to group of people or individual members of the group. Okay, and here in these examples it shows different ways of looking at the individuals within a group. Okay, like in this case, half the people. Okay, not only group, here they also express how something is distributed, shared, or divided. Okay, like in this case, neither house is suitable for our needs. So this way we come to an end of this determiner also, distributive determiners. I hope it is clear. Now moving ahead to the next determiner, the last one, interrogative determiners. Now interrogatives. See, there are basically three interrogative determiners in English grammar which we commonly use. Okay, what, which, whose, and so on. But these three are the commonly used determiners, interrogative determiners, and they are mainly used to frame question. Interrogative determiners usually ask questions about a noun and are always followed by the noun. So interrogative determiners should not be confused with the interrogative adverbs, and the two are completely different in the purpose they serve in a sentence or a clause. Now let us consider these examples given over here. What subjects are you studying? Okay. Which color do you like the most? Whose house is this? Now in each of these examples, we are using interrogative determiners. What, which, whose. And they are mainly used for asking questions. Okay, they ask questions about a noun and they are always followed by a noun. Alright. Now, so as I mentioned earlier, there are three interrogatives, determiner in English, and we have already learned them. And they mainly ask questions about a noun and are always followed by a noun. So it is a short, it's a very small explanation for this particular determiner. There is nothing much in this. It's a very simple one, interrogative determiners. All right. So let's check your knowledge now. Fill in the blanks with suitable determiners. More than one answer is possible in certain cases. Dash workers are on strike. Many workers are on strike. You can also use several workers are on strike. There are dash colors in the rainbow. There are 7 colors in the rainbow. The subject of dash speech was very interesting. The subject of his speech was very interesting. Dash candidate deserves to win the election. Each candidate deserves to win the election. Or you can also write every candidate deserves to win the election. Dash member of the group was wearing a black badge. Each member of the group was wearing a black badge. I could not finish my work as I had little time on my hands. We have a get together at our place dash Sunday. This Sunday. Dash child needs love and care. Every child needs love and care. So with this, we come to an end of this lecture. Students, kindly click on the link for your home assignment based on the based on what we have learnt in these lectures on determiners. Thank you so much. Stay at home, stay safe, take care.